Welcome back to the Fever Report. John Robertson's and Michelle Garmon's reaction to the Fever's 89-73 win over the Las Vegas Aces in Game 1 of the WNBA Playoff Semifinals. Huge win for Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, and the Fever. Game 2 is late Tuesday. We will not have a reaction podcast after. However, we will have a Fever report on Wednesday and talk about not just Game 2, but Game 3 as well. And we'll have predictions, everything like that. Good stuff you've come to expect from the Fever report. So please join us again Wednesday. Welcome, Fever fans, of the Central Indiana Sports Report for our Fever Report. John Robertson and Michelle Garmon's reaction to the Fever's 89-win win Vegas in the first round of the WNBA Semifinals. John, take it away.
Listen, I knew we were going to get one in Las Vegas. I knew it was going to be 1 or 2. I did not expect to go BTA Game 1, and I am so happy that we did. I love setting the tone. I love that this team has shown that they believe in themselves despite all the hurdles and what everybody in the media says. I am so proud of how they came out and played, I would say, almost perfect basketball for the matchup today.
John, I would agree. They were just phenomenal, and they got that lead there, especially in the second half. They extended it. Vegas would make a run, and the Fever answered it every time. They never let Vegas pull even or pull ahead, which I thought was huge, because I thought if that happened, then the odds favored Vegas pulling out the game. And great play by everyone in the Fever, but oh my gosh, Kelsey Mitchell, show everybody why you deserved to get some first, second, and third place votes. You didn't get any of that for MVP, and at least second and third place votes. And I'm telling you, she just put on a great show today.
Yeah, I don't think that Kelsey actually takes it that personal, just based on what I can read from her body language and the way she acts and the things she says. I don't think she took it personal. I don't think she was motivated by it, but I think she came out and put on a performance that showed why she should have been in consideration for more than she was.
Oh,
I don't think the snub actually made her play better today. I think she just came out and played her game regardless. But it shows that she should have been in consideration.
Oh yeah, she doesn't. She's one of the. I think what I really like about Kelsey Mitchell of the 5 finalists for that award, she is probably the most humble and the most soft-spoken.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want to get too hung up on that, because I think that it is what it is, and it's a trophy, and I don't think anybody on this Fever team cares about individual trophies. I literally don't. I think they want to go out there and show the world they're going to win together as a squad, and they did. And Kelsey Mitchell carried the squad. Let's be 100% real about it. She has 34 points. She carried the squad. She was making amazing passes when they needed to be made. It was almost reminiscent to me of how teams put so much focus on Caitlin Clark when she was in there last season and at the beginning of the season. Kelsey was starting to get that level of pull from the defense, which opened up a lot of other people to get shots, which is great, which is what you want, right? That was unbelievable. And the passing was looking pretty good. There were only a couple of times where I was pretty upset with a stupid pass, not from Kelsey, from anybody. The ball movement was good. The ball movement opened up a lot of good shots from a lot of people.
It did. And I think for what Kelsey Mitchell did kind of offensively for the Fever, Aaliyah Boston did defensively, and Brianna Turner too, because those two did a great job on A'ja Wilson.
Absolutely, they did. Aaliyah comes out and scores the first 4 points of the game, which was great. I mean, she only ended up with 6 total, but she had A'ja Wilson frustrated. She had her so frustrated. And when A'ja picked up her 4th foul in the 3rd, that really was kind of what clamped down the game for Indiana, because Las Vegas had to be careful with their all-star, with their MVP.
Anybody picking the Fever to win the series now?
Yeah, I am actually. But we only have to win our home games.
That's true.
We only have to win our home games, and I guarantee you, as emotional as some of those ACES players get when things aren't going their way, Gamebridge is going to have them in hell. Gamebridge is going to have them frustrated. So they may not close it out at home, but I think the Fever win. I think the Fever can do it.
Well, the Fever crowd should definitely bring a lot of energy to them. I thought it was very important that they hung on to win today because I didn't think they could. I didn't think, and I don't think they'll sweep the Aces in Vegas to start the series. But I knew if they lost today, it would be so hard to regroup and find that energy again to come out in game 2 and put it together. So it was very important that they held on and got today's win because they are going to be a little tired in 2 days. But guess what? Then they get to come back to a crowd that's going to do their best to bring energy to them.
We've seen how the Aces respond to a crowd that's against them. They don't like it. When Atlanta didn't like it either, like Gamebridge is hell. I'm just gonna say that for other teams, Gamebridge is give the Gamebridge fans 6th man of the year. Let's talk about plus minus because who do you think had the highest plus minus of the game?
I don't know. Is it your girl Lexi?
Lexi Hall, ladies and gentlemen. She put on, she played a hustle game. She had a couple of missed shots that I wanted her to make. I'm not going to lie. There was a couple that I was like, come on, Lex, if you just make those. But her defense was outstanding. Her hustle was outstanding. I was so happy. She's plus 24 on the game. I don't know. You guys know I'm always going to shout out Lexi Hall.
She was great. And you know what? Natasha Howard was great today, too. The double-double.
She was. And, as much as I've not been real happy with Odyssey Sims' play, she played a great game today. She really played a great game. She had very few turnovers, and her pull-up mid-range shot was going. She had 17 points. Odyssey Sims, the whole team played really well.
Odyssey had 8 assists and 0 turnovers in that in their Game 3 win over the Dream, which after her real struggle in game 2, I thought was huge. And then she backed it up with another good game today. And her little pull-up jumper there in that 4th quarter was just really good.
Well, she had a few of them in the 3rd quarter where she just pulled up and hit them. So Odyssey had a couple of struggle games. I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying she struggled for a couple of games. But she came through when she needed to today and in the last game. So got to give her a shout out for playing well. I'm just really happy. I honestly am really happy. And if Coach White has figured something out against this team specifically, I think the Fever win the series. I bet the money line today, guys. I bet the money line at plus 360 today.
Well, you're buying tickets to Game 3 for all of us, right?
Game 3 tickets have gone up in price. Because I looked the other day when they first went on sale and they weren't too expensive. Today, they've gone up. They've definitely increased in price.
So how about Game 4 tickets?
I haven't looked yet.
At least we're going to get a Game 4 too. Unless the Fever would win the next 2.
We might not get a Game 4.
Yeah, that's true. Fever have to win the next 2. I shouldn't say that. I won't count the Fever out the next game, but
I'm not going to sit here and be delusional and say I really think we're going to sweep the Aces. I don't think that's really going to happen, but it's possible. It's a non-zero chance.
Yeah, that's true. This Fever team, though, I think they
Fever's the only team that can sweep this series right now.
That's right. But don't you agree? I think this Fever team just gets more fun to watch because how connected they are. It's just fun to watch the players on the bench and how their reactions to things and what they do as it is the players on the court, especially on those hustle plays. That bench mob, and it's a bench mob and it is really good. And yeah, it is, they're real connected. And hey, it was a great weekend for any team that has Indiana in its name. Indiana Hoosiers take the Illinois Illini out behind the woodshed and whip them last night. The Indianapolis Colts get a big division win, or 3-0 today. And then the Fever, Indiana Fever get a big win, game 1, the Aces. So a great weekend to be a team with Indiana as part of your name.
That's right. That's right.
I think the biggest thing, really, the biggest advantage that the Fever have going for them is that there's really no pressure on them. They were not expected to be here anyway. So whatever happens, happens. If they go out and play hard and win it all, that's awesome. But no one at all expected them to be here. So if they lose, whatever. So I do think they're playing with their Lexi's mom sent out a tweet this morning that was burn the boats, man. Like back in the history, you arrive at the enemy's beach and you burn the boats because either you go home in a body bag or you go home with a victory. So, and that's kind of how they're playing.
I thought they looked that way. I think they looked like a team that felt no pressure, even as Vegas made those runs. I mean, they never, and I thought that's huge. And it's great that they are that way because I don't think they will feel any pressure. I don't think they'll feel pressure in the next game. And if Vegas wins, I don't think they're going to come back home and feel pressure. Because like you said, I mean, no one expects them to win. I mean, no one picked them to beat the Dream except we did.
The team Michelle picked to win it all is already out.
Yeah, it is.
Liberty.
I did.
Yeah, I think I said the Lynx to win it all at this point,
yes,
right?
you and Greg picked the Lynx.
But I would love a Fever Lynx matchup. I really don't want to see Fever Mercury. That one I would be too emotionally invested in. And
win that one.
Yeah, but it would be a bloodbath.
I don't know if we'd win it. We might not have enough players left to play all the games.
Yeah. Well, let's also not. I'm not counting out the Aces getting a little violent if things start to go the other way too, because I saw some shoving and pushing today against Kelsey because I think they believe if they get Kelsey out of there, we're done for sure. I'm not saying they would do it on purpose, really, but like it got a little chippy. It definitely got a little chippy against Kelsey there for a minute.
It did, but I will tell you this, as someone who's coached, and when another team has a player that's in a really good shooting rhythm and hot, you tell them, get them off their rhythm, foul them, bump them, whatever you have to do, try to knock them off their rhythm. So
that sounds like bad sportsmanship, Michelle. I don't know that I would admit that I coach that way.
He does.
It's called about winning.
Well, I like to be a good sport. I like to win with good sportsmanship.
Well, you can still be and foul somebody.
You're up 9 points on the Lynx with a minute to go in the first half. And the Fever game 2 is Tuesday at 9:30 in Vegas.
I'll be watching it. I probably won't be able to stay up and react to it that night.
We will talk more Fever on Wednesday. Game 3 is on Friday.
Do you guys want to say, are you guys ready to switch to say Fever win the series yet? Because I'm saying it.
No.
Greg says no.
I'll be happy if they get 5 games.
It's going 5 at a minimum. I think Fever in 4.
So you think they're going to drop the next one and sweep it home then?
Yep.
All right.
I hope you're right, but I'm dubious.
I hope you're right. But I would have never expected the Aces to get beat like they did last year in this round. So, hey, go Fever. I know it sounds stupid, but after game 3, I'll know whether or not they really can, if they can pull it out, I think.
I'll know after 4 games whether I'm right or not. So how about that, Michelle?
I'm going to predict that you're wrong. Fever in 4 sounds wrong to me, but of course, I picked Milwaukee to beat the Pacers in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Hey, I got all my picks right on the NFL today, except for the Rams and Eagles, which somehow I lost.
I did terrible on NFL today. It doesn't matter. I was still profitable because of the Fever game. So,
go Fever.
Go Fever.
We'll be back on Wednesday, everybody. Thanks.
All right. Have fun tonight, John.
Thanks.
Thank you to John and Michelle, and to you for listening. Please do us a huge favor and share this podcast with a Fever fan in your life and help spread the word that the Central Indiana Sports Report is here talking about Central Indiana sports every single day. Central Indiana Sports Report is a product of ITG Media, and I love Noisy Susie. See what I mean?